Fox 4 Weather Center. Lake Okeechobee currently dry, not seeing much in the way of active weather there. It's most of the energy is anywhere from LaBelle heading down toward Felda and points off toward the coast. We are still tracking areas of moderate to heavy rainfall. Let's take you live again. Let's head down to the beach where we're dealing with some of the strongest cells right now. Right over Estero Island as well as Sanibel Causeway up through Punta Rasa. You are absolutely dealing with a lot of lightning, heavy rainfall, likely some slowdowns because these storms, they're slow movers, and that's going to be another concern, just as we've seen the past several days. The atmosphere still has a lot of moisture to work off of, and that's why the heavy rainfall, isolated flooding will remain a concern for the next couple of hours until these storms fully wind down. Notice this, it is nearly stationary at this point. So currently affecting eastern side of Sanibel, crossing over the causeway up through Punta Rasa down to Fort Myers Beach, especially on the northern side up through Bowditch Park, and then heading down now. It's starting to kind of drift off toward the south right over southern Estero Island, but still that consistent rainfall now stretching up through Iona McGregor, right along McGregor Boulevard, heading into downtown Fort Myers. And across Fort Myers, there's Colonial right there, so heavy rain falling there, right along I-75, all the way down toward Miramar Lakes, heading toward RSW. So we do have this moderate to heavy rainfall right now, really affecting the heart of the commute. From Matlacha, currently seeing some heavy rainfall there, stretching back through the central part of Pine Island and up through Bokeelia. A little farther inland, still monitoring this strong thunderstorm, working its way from LaBelle down through Felda, basically just taking 29 south. And as we head farther up toward the north, improvements across Charlotte into DeSoto and Sarasota counties. Yes, it's still raining. We still have light to moderate rain showers, but at least that intensity is showing signs of improvement. So it's all because of this stationary front, what we've been tracking for you for the past week. And it has been parked over us because of a trough of low pressure aloft. At the surface, we have this stationary front. What's going to happen, though, over the weekend? An area of low pressure from the north is going to be sliding down. It's going to help to slide that trough toward our south, slide that front toward our south, and that's going to bring in some drier air. So your rain chances over the weekend won't be nearly as high as they have been for the past week. Tomorrow's rain probabilities, 30%. Mainly mid to late afternoon. 20% rain chance for your Sunday and Monday as even drier air arrives. Currently, we'll keep those rain chances limited for your Tuesday before we see that wetter weather pattern more typical of rainy season return midweek. So we do have a big pattern change on the horizon, but for the rest of this evening, we'll continue to see these scattered showers and thunderstorms even as late as midnight. But after midnight, those storms are going to be winding down. Looking off tomorrow morning, mostly sunny to partly cloudy. At this point, tomorrow morning, we're going to wake up. We'll start to feel that dry air. So winds are going to be out of the northeast, right around 10 to 15 miles per hour. That's where we'll see those wind gusts. And then late in the day, a little bit of moisture out there. That's why we have that 30% rain chance in the forecast. But the good news is that with that drier air, the showers that do develop will have a lower risk for lightning. And you won't have to worry about heavy downpours. As for tomorrow morning, a cloudy start, low 70s to kick things off, and then heading into the afternoon, mid to upper 80s, our forecast. 7-day forecast showing off 90 degrees for your forecast high temperatures Sunday into Monday with those partly cloudy skies. Then heading into next week, we turn much wetter, especially late next week.